All the time. Language is treasure. Language have treasure. Brothers and sisters, language can be your treasure to change your life, to change your family, to change your community, making this nation an even better nation to live in. Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
A wise man once said, when you speak, don't just think and speak. You think, feel, and speak. With that, everything that you say comes from the heart. And whether people like it or not, at least you're being honest, right? You see, my name is Malcolm Alfred Alphonsus Andrews. What a beautiful Palangi name for a black guy. Which is great from the organization in the Pacific. You see, but before I embark on my time, I would like to do a few acknowledgements. First and foremost, I'd like to acknowledge Tangata Whenua. Kia ora. Ko te manu e kai, anā te mira na nā te ngahi. Ko te manu e kai, anā te mātauranga na nā te ao. Tēnā koe te whāre tēnei. Tēnā koe te papa e tākota nei, ki te hunga mate, ki te mihi, ki te mihi, ki te mihi. Ko viti toku maunga, ko koro toku moana, ko yano ni vina nungi toku waka. Ko tipene tapu toku whare karakia, ko anaru toku ingoa, ko Malcolm anaru toku ingoa. Tēnā koe tu, tēnā tātou katoa. Mālo lelei, whakalofna i atu, kia rana, tu walu whakanā ki te atua, halo la keta, Namaste, ni hao mai, o te whātaka whaati, te paia, ma le mamalu o ngā whai o na wari mai, pili me yaso. Malo lavali a whiwhio mai, malo le soifua mau ma le laia mai. Kinda waki kimni saratu na Singapore, mina wale ununi aga mai, menda bai maro taka, na marawa ni posa o te Fijian language. Almost of the Pacific greetings to you all. See, not bad for a folk Fijian knowing all these languages, eh? That is the importance of language. You see, I was born and raised in the most beautiful island in the Pacific, called Fiji. I know you can all agree with me on that one. See, I come from a very small town called Levuka. You see, Levuka is known to be the first or golden capital of Fiji. If you don't know your history, it is the only place in the world where time do not exist. You see, where I come from, the place full of love and harmony. We love so much that we decided to give our whole country away to Great Britain in 1874. So Fiji was ceded to Great Britain in 1874. And in almost 100 years, our chief realized something. Our chief realized that most of the children that were born were beginning to have Palangi names like mine. And you know, children that were born from both black parents are turning out to be white. So the chief said, no, it is time for us to get our country back. So we gained our independence in 1970 and currently negotiating to give our country back to China. You never know, maybe in the next 50 years, most Fijians will have Chinese names. So nothing personal, all business. You see, I'm currently celebrating my 10th anniversary living in this beautiful country called Aotearoa. And the reason why I came to this country was all because of Wesley College. And no matter how long I've lived in this country, I still don't understand Kiwis, particularly Kiwi women. You see, the other day I had to run away from home and went and spent some time, well, actually wasted some time at the Manukau Mall. See, walking past one of those shops, I saw a beautiful Kiwi woman who was staring angrily at a mirror. Being a good citizens like all Fijians, I walked in and said, excuse me, ma'am, is everything okay? She said, what do you mean? Are you blind? Can't you see? I'm looking at a fat mirror. I said, what do you mean the mirror is fat? She said, this mirror makes me look fatter than I really am. What do you think? Please be honest. What do you think? I said, well, I think my eyes have the same problem. I wasn't mocking her. I wasn't mocking her. It is a cultural misunderstanding. I'm from Fiji. And in Fiji, if you see someone that's overweight, we don't tell them, go on a diet. We're like, hey, where do you buy your food from? That means to be eating exactly what you're eating. You see, it is a cultural misunderstanding. And the same is with language, my fellow brothers and sisters. Most of the times, when we speak our language, people are saying, what do you mean? Are you crazy? Speak the most simple language, which is English. I'm here to tell you, celebrate your culture. Know who you are. Know where you come from. Know who you come from. Your language is as important as mine. Our language is as important as theirs. Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
Growing up, I was one of the most naughty students at school. And if crying was a hobby, that was mine. Because I used to get hidings from all my seniors, all my aunties and uncles of how naughty I was. I remember this particular day, I was, after school, I was standing in our classroom. And I saw a principal walking up to me and saying, hey, 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 what are you doing? Are you stupid? Don't you ever write on that wall again. Did your father build the building? I said, no, sir. And then he went away again. Next day, I was at 8 again, doing the same thing. And this time, I was actually looking out for him. Make sure you see me. He came back to me and said, hey, 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 hey. Then he paused. He knelt down to my level and said, Malcolm, you're a big boy now. Stop doing what you're doing. From that day onwards, I stopped doing what I did. You see, brothers and sisters, no one wants to be intimidated. Yes, yes?
Yes.
No one wants their pride and their manner be stripped away from them. And the same is with language. We're living in a society where people say not to speak your language, not to celebrate who you are. But I'm here as a fellow brother to encourage you once again to be proud of who you are. Please raise your hand if you believe that smoking kills. Wow, are you serious? Put your hands down. You see, my background is in health. Did you know that the leading cause of lung cancer is not actually a cigarette, it is your DNA? You can smoke for over 10 years and nothing will ever happen to you. Maybe just a change in your breath. That's why you have a gold tooth, to give you shine. And I believe that to some brothers and sisters. You see, I used these arguments at one of my presentations when I was a student at university. After my presentation, a young man came up to me and said, excuse me, can I borrow your findings? I said, what do you mean? I need to be using your findings to convince my dad that smoking doesn't kill. I think it was Samoan. You see, I use this argument even though I made it up. It is not true. Smoking does kill. You see, words, when said and articulated in a certain way, can be the difference between someone accepting or denying your message. Words are powerful. But the question that I want to challenge you today is, what kind of words do we say to one another? Do we say words to lift them up? Or words to put them down? Words are powerful. It can mean life. It can also mean death. Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
I want to share with you my first time going on a date here in New Zealand. It was the hardest thing ever. We don't do dates in Fiji. You see, in Fiji, if you like a girl, you wink once, you meet under the coconut tree. You wink twice, you meet under the mango tree. And sometimes when you wink once, you go under the coconut tree, you'll meet the girl's father waiting for you there. But going on a date here in Fiji in New Zealand was the hardest thing ever. If you think climbing Mount Everest was hard, try dating a Samoan woman. Oh, correct. It's okay. Yes, yes? So I saw this beautiful Samoan woman. I decided to take her on a date. I only had $40. I was broke. I was broke when I was a student. So I thought, man. So I took on a bus, a train, and another bus to town. When we were sitting, I was so nervous because English was my second language. And I couldn't even say hello, or I was like sitting there being a humble yet shy Fijian. She looked at me and asked me, is everything okay? I said, yeah. And I was hoping for her to order something that's below $40. Because I had $40. And she did order something that was above $40. And she said, what are you ordering? I said, I'm fasting. What do you mean you're fasting? Because I'm fasting. And look at the outcome of my fast is because you're here sitting, right? So my prayer is meaningful. So we ate. And she knew that I was nervous. She knew that I was scared. But after our dinner, she said, I need to share with you a story. When I was about 12 to 13 years old, my father took me on a first date. He waited for me while I got dressed for almost 2 hours. We went to a restaurant and I was sharing all my dry jokes. He was sitting there listening. He made me feel special. He made me feel valued. And most importantly, he made me feel loved. On our way back home that evening, that night, my father told me something which stuck with me for the rest of my life. He said, my beautiful daughter, I just showed you how you get to be treated. But how you choose to be treated is totally up to you. And that important message stuck with me, and I'm here to share it with you. When you speak your language, when you say beautiful words, interesting and amazing words to lift someone up, you're showing others how they get to be treated. But how they choose to be treated, my fellow brothers and sisters, is totally up to them. Yes, yes? Yes, yes? When I was about year 10, I was in Fiji before I came to New Zealand. We were preparing for a very important test, which is the Fiji Junior Certificate. This was one of the hardest tests in Fiji, because if you pass, you go to senior grade. If you fail, then you be the grandfather of the class. Okay? So that year, I sacrificed so much. I gave it my all. I studied. I worked as hard as I ever could. I fasted, I prayed. The only day that I stopped studying was Sunday, because I didn't have any option but to go to church. Sitting my exam, I gave my all, and I knew that my aim or my goal was that to top my class. My aim was to get an A grade. There was no other option but to achieve an A grade. The results came on my 16th birthday. And I don't know, here in New Zealand, we in Fiji, the Palangis told us that 16 is meant to be the sweetest birthday of your life. Yes, yes? Yes, yes, man, you're all blushing. Probably most of you are 16, right? So, at 16 years old, I opened up an envelope on my birthday. And I checked my results. I got a B grade. It was the hardest thing ever to open up after all the sacrifices I made, only to realize that I've got a B grade. I cried that day. I ran out of the house while my family was enjoying their meal outside, and I was kneeling and I was crying, saying, Lord, why? Lord, you saw how much I sacrificed. You saw how much I put in the hard work. You said hard work will be rewarded with victory, will be rewarded with triumphs. What do I get what do I get as my result? I got a B grade? Lord, that's not enough. I was still contemplating when my grandmother came up to me and said, son, is everything okay? I said, Grandma, before you even say anything, you saw how much I struggled. You saw all the pain that I endured only to get a B grade. Grandma, that's not enough. I'm going to quit, Grandma, and look after you and Grandpa. She said, what? I said, quit, Grandma. She picked up a stick and said, what? Quit, Grandma. She said, come here. I need to talk some sense into you. Sit down. You see, you're only 16, son, and you may not understand. Your ancestors were stolen from the Solomon Islands to be slaves in Fiji. They built roads, worked in cotton and sugarcane plantation. They worked from sun up to sundown with blistering hands and blistering toes. The one thing that your ancestors did not do, they did not quit. They did not give up. They had to look after other people's children. They never passed down these stories of slavery, but they passed down stories of hard work, stories of sacrifice, and most importantly, stories of resilience. And that's where you come from, son. I don't know if you think that quitting is an option for you. I'm here to tell you that I'm removing that option off the table. Son, you're a winner. And winners don't quit. And quitters never win. Winners never quit. Quitters never win. Please repeat after me. Winners never quit. Quitters never win. Come on. Winners never quit. Quitters never win. Winners never quit. Quitters never win. And that's, brothers and sisters, that's where you come from. You come from a long line of winners. And sometimes we like to make excuses. I'm sorry, but I gotta be real here. When things don't go our way, we give up. We say, I can't do it anymore. How can I be successful if mom wasn't there at all? How can I be someone in life if dad wasn't there? How can I compete at universities if Wesley College is not giving me enough to thrive. We're full of complaints. We love to blame others for not achieving things in life. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Do you feel me? But I'm not here today to tell you not to blame others. I'm here to tell you, if you are to blame, then you are to blame confidently and sensibly. Meaning that the reason why I am the person that I am today was all because of my grandparents. The reason that I'm the Malcolm I am today, because Wesley College showed me boys that like to wag. Boys that treat school like it's just a walk in the park. They mock their teachers. They laugh at someone who's coming to talk to them. They spend time here just to hang out with friends, hang out with losers. I'm sorry, but I got to be real. A wise saying goes that you show me your friends and I will show you your future. If you are to blame others for the bad things, then you are to blame them for the good things. Use the bad things to motivate you to be someone greater, someone bigger in life. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. The question I want to challenge you today is, why are you here at Wesley College? Why are you here today? Is it because you have to be here? Because your parents sent you to be here? Or you're here for a purpose? What is your why? A saying goes that if you repeat something over and over again, you tend to lose its meaning. For example, homework. Homework, 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 homework. See, gone. I love you. 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 See, gone. Every morning our dumb parents, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. See, sometimes you get up not knowing your reasons why. Please put your hands up. If you still remember the theme of the last language week you celebrated here at Wesley College. Yeah? No one? One? Put your hands up if you still remember the last message that was shared here at your last assembly. No one? Please raise your hand if you still remember the last time your teachers told you that they believed in you. And this is a challenge. And this is a challenge not only for you students, but for teachers as well. And that's okay. Every time I go to schools, this is what I get when I talk. That's okay. By tomorrow, you'll probably forget my name. By tomorrow, you'll probably forget my message. But what's going to really hurt me, my brothers and sisters, if you leave this room today, if you leave chapel today, not responding to anything that I've just told you. It is your response that matters. Go out there and find your why. The reason why you're here today, because someone paid a price. Someone bought the uniform that you're wearing, the wax in your hair, the eyebrows. Someone paid a price. The question that I want to challenge you with today is, what are you going to do to return that favor? There's a famous story in Fiji, talks about all the famous leaders in the Pacific, or actually 3 famous countries in the Pacific, which is Tonga, Samoa, and Fiji. There was a plane flying from Fiji, which is Nandi, all the way to Auckland. Well, this plane consisted of important leaders. Tofilao Eti Alesana, former Prime Minister of Samoa. Byron Vaea, a former Prime Minister of Tonga. Sitiveni Rabuka, a former Prime Minister of Fiji. And 2 pilots. One is a more senior and one was the co-pilot, which is a young man. Halfway through the air, one of the pilots saw that the engines were engulfing flame and the plane was going to go down. So they made the announcement. Even before they completed the announcement, up stood Mr. Vaea. I am the second most important of Tonga. My people needs me. He got a parachute and jumped off the plane. Typical Tongans. And up stood Mr. Eti Alesana of Samoa. I am the most important person in Samoa. My people needs me. He got a parachute and he jumped off the plane. Then up stood Mr. Sitiveni Rabuka and drew a pistol from the pocket of his suit and said, I am the model of the modern Major General. I am the architect of the new constitution. I am the brains of Fiji. And he jumped off the plane. The pilot, the most senior pilot, turned to the young one and said, innocent young man, you may take the last parachute and jump. The co-pilot said, "No, you're wrong, sir. There's 2 parachutes left." So what do you mean there's 2 parachutes? There was only 4 parachutes. Now, well, the brains of Fiji took my backpack. Sometimes, my fellow brothers and sisters, when we are confident, when we say, "I am this, I am that, I am this," sometimes we forget where we come from. We forget our humble beginnings. So when you go into today, remember who you are. Remember where you come from. Remember who you come from. I'll share a final spoken word before I sit down, because I know you guys are ready to go and study. But before I share the spoken word, the most important part of sports is not how handsome you look. It's not how muscular you are. It's time. Time is the decider between someone winning and losing. Time is very important. We are living on this earth for a short time. Important decisions, important choices will make it an enjoyable journey. You will fail along the way. People will say that they don't believe in you. You're here because of the legacy of others. But I'm here to encourage you.